Our final BR run of the year. We're at 9-0. We left off the last video at 9-0. We're 3 wins away from flawless. We're going to try and get it done. This draft was led by the 99 overall Andrew Jones. He's going to be the best player on the team. He's in the 2-hole behind Jock Peterson. We also have Bellinger, Donaldson, Correa, Diamond, Kurt Suzuki. If you haven't seen the draft, you can go ahead and check that out. It's one of the most recent videos on the channel. This is the last BR run of the year. Decided to do it all on YouTube, and we're going to get things started in the first inning of Game 1 with an Andrew Jones no-doubter. That is his 8th hit and 15 at-bats. That's all he did was hit homers in the first part of this run. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. I really, truly think this may be one of, if not the best outfielders in the entire game. I hope we get a really good Andrew Jones a little bit earlier in the year for MLB 20. This card came out super late in the cycle this year. It was actually the very last signature series that they released. So looking forward to playing with this card a little bit earlier in MLB 20. Absolutely love it. The bad news on our end, though, is that we're going to give up a solo shot to Malik Smith. Malik Smith takes the silver Chris Sale deep to tie it up in the second inning. Now we're into the third. Still 1-1. Ground ball over to first base. That'll be the first out. Next batter coming up here. Willie Stargell, his leadoff man's going to pop it up on the left side. Donaldson will make the play. 2 down, brings up Fernando Tatis. This is the finest card, and in a 1-2 count, I went fastball up and away after working a couple sliders down and in, and we blew it by him. In the bottom of the third with 1 out, Jock Peterson's going to take a walk. That brings up Andrew Jones, who already has a home run in this game. And now he's got a ground ball to shortstop. That's almost a double play. Thankfully, he beat it out with the 82 speed. Maybe the worst at-bat we had with Andrew Jones on this entire run. The good news is, though, the next batter, Cody Bellinger, is going to come up. He's going to hit a ground ball down the line. It'll move the runner, Andrew Jones, all the way up to third. He's 90 feet away from winning the game. We got runners on the corners, 2 outs, 3-1 count for Josh Donaldson. He's going to check his swing, but he gets the call, the cutter on the corner down and away, so now we are full. Pitch number 4 coming here from the new reliever, Mark Melancon, who he brought out in the middle of the at-bat, and that's going to be a ball 4 on the breaking ball away. Brings up Carlos Correa. Fastball up. We foul it back. It's a good fastball right there. Ran up just out of the zone, and then 0-1, splitter down. Again, we chased 2 pitches out of the zone here to get it 0-2. We're in a bad spot. We got to protect the plate, and we're going to get one to drop in right field. Maybe caught a little bit of a break there. We were late on it. I did get the barrel to it, though, and that's win number 10 as we walk it off. We're 2 wins away. Going after win number 11, we're playing the Commodores. He's got Jorge Soler, 90 Vlad, 99 Griffey, Hoskins, a couple good golds. Lineup's looking nasty. Top of the first with Soler out there, and he lines out the third. Talk about catching a break. That's one of the best BR players in the game, lining out to lead it off. Next batter, Ken Griffey Jr. He's going to hit a deep fly ball to right center, and that's off the very top of the wall. Vladdy walked. Then he gets a long single off the top of the wall there. Brings up Rhys Hoskins with 2 on, 1 out. He pops up on the infield, and then Lourdes Gurriel Jr., he's going to get that to drop out and left. Thought we were going to escape out of this inning. We do not. It'll be an RBI single. He gets a little bit confused on the bases, so he only scores 1, leaves him with runners on second and third with 2 outs for Wilson Contreras. We go to Kenley Jansen early in this one. And he actually hit that ball pretty hard considering it got in on his hands, up and in out of the zone. Pretty good swing. Hits it right at our right fielder, though, so he just escapes the inning with just the 1 run. Going to try and get that 1 run back right away. Andrew Jones going to take a walk with 1 out here. Puts 82 speed on the bases for Cody Bellinger. My opponent's going to go to the bullpen. Brings out Josh Hader. Now, I was a little concerned that that's not the 99 Hader, is it? It can't be. He's got Griffey on his team. It's live series Josh Hader with just the fastballs and the slider. Looking for that breaking ball in, and people love throwing that off-speed pitch, front door, lefty-lefty. I hit a lot of home runs on that pitch. This time we were underneath of it, and we pop it up, and then Josh Donaldson with 2 outs, he's going to fly out to left. So we do strand Andrew Jones on first base in the first inning. We're still down by 1. Inning number 2. First batter's going to come up. He's going to fly out to right. My opponent in this game was definitely solid, was better than his rating and his record showed. Stanton's going to get one to drop in down the line. At least I think that was Stanton. Gets one to drop in down the line. Puts a runner in scoring position with 1 out for Cole Tucker, who's going to swing through a fastball, strike 3. Next batter is Jorge Soler with 2 outs, and Soler out to right center, and we're not going to get away with it this time. Soler lined out to third base last time up. This time he rips the gap for an RBI double. We're now down by 2, and we only have 6 outs to work with. Bottom of the second, we get started with a Carlos Correa ground ball. That's 1 out. Next man up, Kurt Suzuki, has been clutch for us on this run. This time, though, again, that front door breaking ball. I'm looking for it, but I chased that one a little bit too far in. Ground ball. That'll be the second out. Lucas Duda in an 0-2 count. Just trying to fight off a tough fastball up, and that stays in play for the third out. So it's now 2-0. We go into the third. Griffey's going to fly out to right to start the top half. 2 batters later, Lourdes Gurriel comes up with 2 outs, nobody on base. Trying to get a goose egg here so that we can keep it at 2 for the bottom half. Give us a chance to get a bloop and a blast. We'll do just that. We get the ground ball, ends the inning. Eddie Rosario leading off the bottom of the third, and that one's not going to get down. Off-speed pitch down. We got to it. He hit it pretty decent, but doesn't get through the right side of the infield for the first out. Next batter, Justin Smoke off the bench, is going to rip a base knock back up the middle for a single. Gets us to the top of the order, Jock Peterson. And Jock Peterson, what did I say? A bloop and a blast. A 2-run homer. We're tied in the bottom of the third with 1 out, and that brings up Andrew Jones. The very next pitch, you've got to be kidding. He did it again. Andrew Jones again. He quit before the ball landed. We win it 3-2, back-to-back homers. We come back from behind, and just like that, we go from losing our first to 11-0. If we win our next game, we go flawless. I will open all the packs at the end of the video, so stick around to see how this one plays out. The Montreal Giants, he's got Gary, Reggie, Kiner, Player of the Month, Cody Bellinger. As stacked a lineup as you're going to see in Battle Royale. He's taking us to Fenway. Was not a great opponent either. We got matched up with a bronze-level opponent. This is typically the kind of team that I lose to, though. Andrew Jones, after the Jock Peterson pop-up, is going to come up. He hits one about 600 miles an hour off the monster, but he hit it so hard it's only a single. Next man, Bellinger in a 3-1. He'll take a fastball away. That's a ball. Puts 2 on with 1 out for Josh Donaldson. 1-2 count. Carson Smith came out of the bullpen. That ball's just going to hook foul. Went with the sinker up. Very funky delivery from Carson Smith. And that's a hard ground ball on the left side. He is a card that will give up the dinger if you can barrel it up, but he has a very funky release. You just got to find it. Donaldson with the base hit's going to load the bases for Carlos Correa. In a 2-1 count, I was way out in front. Oh, man. Bases loaded with 1 out, and we ground into a double play to end the inning. You hate to see it. First batter in the bottom of the first pops up on the infield. Next man comes up, gets a base hit back up the middle for a single. Same exact start that we had in the top of the first. Then we strike out Ralph Kiner looking on the fastball in. Brings up Bellinger. This is the Player of the Month. And he gets a ground ball to sneak through on the right side. We got him to chop on top of that one, but he found a hole for it. And wouldn't you know, after he finds a hole, he finds the monster. That's going to score at least 1 run. He thinks about going home for 2, but we're going to get him at the dish. He gets into a little bit of a rundown. We will end up getting him, so he only scores the 1 run. But man, we had an opportunity to score big in the first. We squandered it, and then we gave up a run. We are going to catch a break here with Lucas Duda, though. Hits one off the end of the bat, and we beat it out at first base for an infield single. Trying to capitalize on that, Ahmed Rosario comes up. We actually hit that ball pretty good, but it was well located on the black, so we don't get good exit velo on that. Got a little bit in on my hands for the second out of the inning. Next batter's going to come up, rips one back up the middle. We'll move the 94 speed all the way up to third base. Remember, Duda had the infield single. I pinch ran for him to get speed on the bases. So now 94 speed is at third base for Jock Peterson, and I dropped my PCI. That was a meatball. Remember, we took Lucas Duda out for a runner, and it comes back to bite us because I forgot to take him out of the game. With 1 out in the second inning, we have a routine. He dropped the ball error at first base after a routine ground ball. That's going to put a runner on first with 1 out here in the second. The wheels are falling off. The wheels are falling off. With 1 out now, he's going to fly out to the warning track. That should have been the final out of the inning. Instead, it's the second, and then Pedro Alvarez off the bench in an 0-2 count. I left an off-speed up, and he demolished it out to right. So now we're down 3. We go to the third inning. We've come back several times on this run before. We're going to try it again. No one better to lead off the inning than Andrew Jones. Rips a single out to center. Now watch this. Cody Bellinger all over it. That's a 370-foot line drive piss missile out to right, but it's an out. Next man up, Donaldson gets a base hit up the middle. Very well could have been our third straight hit. Instead, we got 2 on with 1 out. Tying run is at the dish. It's Carlos Correa in a 1-1 count. We have hit with this entire lineup. Correa, again, it's a good pitch on the black in. We don't get good exit velo. It was a little bit in on the barrel. Second out of the inning. Now, Kurt Suzuki, you wouldn't believe it, but this game ended on an absolute missile out to right field, and that's a really tough way to go out. We made a mistake on the not taking our first baseman out of the game. He ends up hitting a 2-run homer, capitalizes. And then, of course, despite having multiple base hits in the third, we also had multiple lineouts, and as usual, we choke it at 11-0. But we're going to try and finish this run off and win 12. First batter of the very next game, Jock Peterson, going to hit an absolute bomb. We're in Ship It. That's a solo tater. Next batter, Andrew Jones. No doubt about it. He did it again. How many times have we seen that same Andrew Jones animation on this run? Over and over and over again. He's a machine. Later in the game, he comes up again. That's going to be off the wall out. It's actually going to one-hop off the wall out and right. He's got 13 hits on this run. These are 3-inning games. This is game 13. He's averaging a hit per game, and he's got some walks. He hit 10 home runs on this run. Did you hear that correctly? He had 10 home runs in 13 games. We had a 3-0 lead in the third. Our opponent's going to hit a solo shot here to make it 3-1. Just need a couple more outs to win this ball game, and we'll get our 12-game reward, which is a very good amount of stubs and a pack. I really wanted to go flawless, though, so going 12-1 is just not going to feel as good. But we got to shut it down, man. Gary Sanchez with a home run out the center. That's 2 solo shots here in the third. And now with nobody on, 2 outs, we got to pitch to Miguel Sano. That was a hanging slider that we're lucky didn't tie the game. It stays in the yard. We win it 3-2, and we go 12-1 on our final BR run of the year. And just, you know, typical Shelfy luck there in that 12-0 game. I make one mistake. The worst possible scenario ends up playing out because of that mistake, and then we line out a bunch of times to end the game. It's just, that's how it has gone for me all year, but I got no one to blame but myself. That's a coaching error. Can't overcome game animations, making your own mistakes on the flip side. So I just have to be better in MLB 20. But we get another 12-win BR run to end the season. I can at least take that home with me. I haven't been going 12-0 this year like I did last year, but I have been getting a bunch of 12 wins. Just can't seem to get over the hump. I'm going to dedicate myself to getting some 12-0 runs in on MLB 20. I'm really excited about it. Our 12-win diamond player, the 89 overall pack, is the 90 overall rookie Walter Johnson. He sells for over 20,000 stubs. Not that much, but we did profit over 100,000 stubs in total on this run. You get the 4 15K vouchers for winning 12, and then you get the 2 diamond players along with the gold player. So we profited over 100K on our final BR run. It was fun. Andrew Jones is amazing. If you enjoyed, hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I don't even know what to say, guys. I choked it. And I'm obviously hurt by it. I'm so hurt. Catch you guys in the next one. MLB 20 is right around the corner. I'll see you later. Peace. One of the very best MLB The Show players on the planet. I'm signing myself up for an embarrassing one here. I'm going to go with God's Squad versus his Bronze Squad. Magunski's starting a new series on his channel where he's going to be playing against other creators and competitive players. They're going to use their Goon Squad. He's going to use his Bronze Squad. That's the purpose of this series. This is something you can see multiple videos of on his channel. He's going to be playing me along with other people. So go shoot him a sub. The link is in the description box down below. And if you're looking to get better at the game,